Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play A Link to the Past. Last time we beat Coldstare, and this time we'll be heading to our next destination, which is Mire, one of my personal favorite dungeons in the game. And as you see, if you teleport out of the top of the Pyramid of Power, you end up here on top of the castle. So with that convenience, we will go ahead and fly over to the Desert of Doom, or something. And this is actually the only way you're able to access this dungeon, is if you fly over here. If you look under this rock, there's nothing. But under this rock, there's a warp. So this is how we get to this dungeon. And if you were to check all the sides of this area, you'll see that it's completely blocked off, so there's no other way to get here. Now, before we actually go into the dungeon, we're going to observe the weird enemies here. There's a pterodactyl thing, a baby pterodactyl or something, Cyclops coming out of the water. Interesting. And there's something flying out of the water. Before we go into the dungeon, there's two heart pieces I want to get. One's going to push us up to our next heart on our container thing. In the right chest, there's nothing special. I guess I might as well check it out. Yeah, just 20 rupees. But this chest has a heart piece. And with that, the amount of hearts we have increases. So now that we have that, we're going to go over to the right side of Mire, which, by the way, I love the name. I love the name of this area, Mire. Oh, it's so awesome. So if you go over here and teleport out, you will find yourself up on a ledge that you could not be able to get to, here. Yeah, that you can't get to any other way. And if you go in here, you will be presented with a block puzzle. Pretty easy, no biggie. Just push them out of the way and get to it. So with that, we only have 3 more pieces of heart to get in the whole game. And that's pretty exciting. Of course, Aw, man. I jumped off. No, not that. I haven't even shown off what the Cane of Berna does yet. I guess I might show it later. But for the most part, it's pretty much a completely optional item. So there's no real reason to have it. Especially since you have the magic cape. It's basically the same thing. Alright, so now that we did that, yeah, the bird won't even come because we're in the dark world. We will actually go to the dungeon. Up here, this is the reason we need ether, is because we can open this dungeon with it, and only it. Which is funny, because ether and quake, you need both of them to open dungeons, but you don't need bombos. And bombos is pretty much the most useful one out of the 3. Which is odd, but okay, here we go, into my favorite dungeon of the game. And I love this dungeon because it has a lot of clever puzzles that, you know, you can figure them out easily, but they're just awesome. And this room, we need to kill all of the enemies in here. And we are introduced to a new enemy. I forgot their name. Crap, they're wizards or something. Something or other. They go down in one hit with the Tempered Sword. You can go ahead and kill these guys and get shot in the face. They're not that big of a problem, because they can only shoot in 4 directions and they don't move. That's pretty much... I think there's only like 2 points in the game where you see those enemies, which is weird. Oh, they're Wizrobes, that's their name. Oh god. I'm gonna get out of here without any injuries. So we're gonna go this way. And this is our first destination. The interesting thing to note about this dungeon is there's like 2... Whoa, what? Aw, lamps shoot projectiles, that's nice. There's 2 optional keys here, and I probably won't be getting either one, since I'm accustomed to only getting 3, or not 3. This dungeon also has a crap load of keys, too. So, keep that in mind. And I mean, in this next room we're about to go into, there's 2 keys in this one room, which is ridiculous to say the least. Oh, yeah, we definitely want the magic cape. I'm gonna go ahead and activate that. I also think the Cane of Berna uses a bit more magic than the magic cape. Go ahead and turn the magic cape off here, and there's a key. So we're gonna go up here. Ignore that door down there that leads us to a dead end. Well, at this point in the game, it leads us to a dead end. Come on up here and just keep going. There's lots of useless rooms in this area, but that's because they kind of all, like, cross over each other. As you saw, that was like the third time we've walked over a room that we'll be in later. Key right here. Already we've collected 4 keys in this dungeon. Hit that orb because you will need to have it hit. There's like 2 or 3 orbs in the whole dungeon, and for the most part you need to hit them pretty much every time you see them. We're gonna go ahead and use the magic cape here. I don't know how you would get through that otherwise, so in that sense, well, without getting hit 1,000 times, so in that sense the cape's actually kind of required. The room over to the left is useless. The room over to the right, actually no, that's the only way we can go right now, because those are fake bombable walls. Alright, so now we're going to go down here. There is another key up in this direction if you ever go that way, but I never do, so I don't care. Anyway, we're going to go this way to get the big key. Straight to the right. And we want to hit this. I think we want to hit that. I may be wrong. But regardless, we can just continue on. Those slug enemies are new for this area. They're pretty much only in this dungeon. Good thing I got that magic. They lay bombs around, and there's also conveyor belts in this dungeon, which is super awesome. And this is a fun area right here. So what you have to do is, in this room, you have to push these blocks out of the way, kind of a mini block puzzle, so you can get to the lanterns, but don't set them alight yet. This room, you don't have to really do anything with the block puzzle. Now, as you can see, this room is like nothing, and it's like, well, what do I do? Well, Sahasrahla has a tip for us. Link, it is I, Sahasrahla, the Elder. Well, we know who you guy. We know who you guy are. We must light the 4 torches to go forward, so that's your hint here. So if we grab, oh my god. So we're going to go ahead and grab our fire rod, and you can shoot over these 2. Kind of saves you a little bit of time with not having to push the blocks out of the way, and go ahead and light these 2, and Link will hold his fire rod in the air as we go through this super long transition. And it seems even longer because you can't even see what's going on. It's just this screen's shaking. You probably can't even see the screen shaking because I'm recording this at 30 frames per second. And the game runs at 60. Anyway, as you can see, that has actually opened up this room. I don't know how slowly it moved. I kind of wish there was some way you could see it, because that moves pretty dang slowly to take that long. Anyway, we need to fall down this hole right now. And in this, we have the big key. And with this big key, we pretty much unlock the second half of the dungeon. But for now, we'll just warp out of here and use the big key to go upwards, because we don't want any piece of that, and warp again. Now, this part here kind of leads you off track, and you know what? Since I don't have full life, I might as well. Gotcha. As you can see, there's a door up there that we can go through with the big key, but you don't want to go there yet, because that leads to the boss. As you can probably tell, we don't have the dungeon item yet, so we need to go and get that. And the worst part about it is you can get through this whole dungeon without using the item. The boss doesn't even need it. You know what? I'll just walk through here. We want to come down now. Coming down earlier would have led to futile attempts. We didn't want to hit that orb. I knew it. I knew it. I said, I think we need to hit the orb. We definitely did not. So now we have to go back there and hit it again, if I can find my way there. Oh, there's these enemies again. Oh, this is what's up here. Okay, I'm turned around. I need to get back to the main room. Oh, we need to kill all the enemies. Well, crap, that sucks. Okay, that was annoying. You know what, I've never had to do this room before, because I never hit that orb. I don't know what compelled me to do it this time, and that anti-fairy's stuck in that area, so I think it'll avoid it for the most part. Hopefully I don't have to kill the anti-fairy. I have to kill the anti-fairy. Yes. Well, we already have it. 4 bombs? Jeez, that guy... Oh, no, we just had to wait for all the bombs to explode, so we don't have to kill the anti-fairy. But at this point, I think it's better if I do. And it has drained pretty much all of the magic out of us, too. Yeah, that was probably me using the fire rod over and over again. Anyway, back out here into the main room. We need to go to the left again so we can get to that orb. Oh god, that was close call. Aw, crap. We have to go this way. Okay, there are so many fire bars here that I can't even. Anyway, yeah, here's the orb. Didn't take us too long. Just a slight distraction from the course of the level. Anyway, now we're going to go over... Can we get back over there? No, not from here. So we need to go back down. Crap. Well, let's do it. This is a really dilapidated order to do this dungeon in. Probably the longest it's taken me in a long time. Besides the first time doing it. Actually, I think the first time I played this game, I was actually using a guide because, you know, as a, what was I, like freaking 5-year-old, this game was hard. Not gonna lie. And I am out of magic. That contains the map. I think I've said that already. And now we want to go to the right. Oh, clever puzzle in here. This is why I like this dungeon. Hookshot over here so we can outspeed the falling tiles. Otherwise, if you walk all the way around, then you are out of luck. And here we have the mostly useless dungeon item. Actually, now I think about it, you do need this item to get through the dungeon. I'm not going to show it off right now, but we will need it later because I'm kind of running it low on magic. Anyway, like I said earlier, there's a lot of optional keys in this dungeon, and if you can use the optional key to get to that map in an alternate way. Oh, there we go, we get some extra magic. Well, I'm also going to show off the other place where you need an optional, need an optional key. That kind of sounds a little off. Anyway, up in here, we have pretty much another pointless run straight through a room. This dungeon is huge. I think they probably could have made the dungeon a bit smaller. This room, if you have another optional key, you can go into this door and there's just a couple of rupees. Nothing much, actually. I think there's only like maybe 100 rupees in there. But right here, there's a switch that we need to hold down, but there's no blocks to hold it down with. So, using the Chain of Samaria... Oh, okay, the block spawned on top of me. We need to push this block onto there, and that's what the and you can press it again to make projectiles shoot in 4 directions. So we're going to put that on the switch, and it stays there. So that's how you get through that room. This room is easy, just run to the right. And this room is weird. I don't even know how to explain them. It's kind of like a maze sort of thing. I probably should have used a magic cape here. Anyway, going through that, I think there is an orb that we need to hit in here, so I'm going to get my boomerang out. Ah, yes, there it is. If you go up there, there's a bombable wall up there. There's just more rupees. And at this point in the game, there's no reason to get rupees. And that's why we had to hit the switch. There's another switch in this room right up here. It's actually the same room that has all the rupees in it, so I'll be able to show it off. As you can see, up there, that's the room you'd end up in. There's an anti-fairy, there's a fireball shooter, and a whole bunch of rupees. That's all that's in there, literally. There's nothing else. So I thought that was kind of pointless. You know what? Since I don't have full life, I might as well use these guys. Also, there's bats that come out of that cave. Which, that only happens like one time in the game. I don't know why they made it a point to do that. Actually, you know what? I think I have an empty bottle, so I might as well... What? Did I just try to catch an anti-fairy? No, we need to turn it into a fairy first. Oh, we're out of magic power. Well, never mind. I think that's the first time we ran out of magic power, and I think that would be a really nice thing to have right now. Since there's like 20,000 anti-fairies in this room, along with that transformation thing. Oh, well, now we have some. Anyway, you want to hit that switch, because without it, you will be in a pickle up here. Because run to the right here, or else you're going to have a bad time. You're going to lose some magic, you're going to lose life, it's not going to be good. Anyway, with that, we are at the temple boss, and these guys can't shoot through these, so I think I'll chill right here. Oh my god, no! Jeez. Anyway, let's just go ahead and attack the boss. Like I said earlier, the boss is nothing special. It's really just a bunch of eyes charging at you, trying to get through, but they can't. Also, the big eye up there will eventually come out of his goo and try to shoot you with lightning. But you can avoid it just by running to the right a little, and I'm actually taking lots of damage. But sometimes it will go at an angle, so you might want to get to the very edges of this area, because it could be dangerous otherwise. Okay, get out of the way. Oh, a lot, yeah, you see there? That came really close, and I was way over on the side. Nope. Sometimes it will lag the game with that, too. Oh my god, stop coming out, please. Kind of tempts me to use... Why do I have the hookshot equipped? Oh, well. Oh my god, will you stop, please? We just need to take out 2 more eyes, so I guess that's why he's coming out every second. Oh my god. Anyway, once you take out all of these eyes, there's really no problem. Because he'll come out, he'll lightning one last time, and then he'll come out himself and try to hit you. But he's pretty much useless on his own, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. My usual pattern with this is a spin attack and then a normal hit, so you can get out of the way. And he doesn't really take that long at all. He should be dead with this one. Yep, there he goes. So with that, we're going to collect the 3rd to last heart container and get our crystal. I failed to do a little spinny thing. I am ashamed with myself. Anyway, that's 6 out of 7 maidens saved. Let's listen to what she has to say. Yes, I understand, and now we have our next destination, Turtle Rock, all the way up on top of Death Mountain. And once we get there, we'll be able to get a heart piece or 2. Actually, there's a heart piece in the middle of the dungeon, which is interesting. Anyway, with that, I think I'll end off the episode here. So I will see you all next time when we go to save the last maiden. Goodbye.